Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Can you believe it? We're finally starting the zoo today in this video. Welcome to the first zoo update. We've been meaning to do this for so long, but we've been working on other projects such as, the beach and the residential area and of course the downtown core, which seems to always be growing and changing and expanding and having new buildings integrated into it. But today we're finally gonna start working on the zoo. Isn't that exciting? I'm super pumped up for that. It's gonna be incredible. So we've got a little bit of an idea of what we're gonna be doing today in this video, and it's gonna involve all of the different parts and pieces that we picked up from the brick bin and also from Legoland when we were visiting Orlando, Florida. Yeah, so over here we have all of our different zoo animals that we've been collecting for quite some time and sort of ordering with our Bricklink orders. It is crazy how many different animals that we have for the zoo. Also, we ordered all of these pieces. No, we didn't order them, but we picked them up from Legoland. These are all the profile bricks. So they're like the 1x2s and also the 1x4s. And they're going to create a really cool natural looking zoo wall. And I can't believe the deal that we got on these pieces here from Legoland. It was crazy. They worked out to be like, I think these were, I don't know, 2 cents each for 1x2s or something like that. And the 1x4s were like 4 or 5 cents each. It was like a really good deal. So we picked up 3 solid bags of those. So today we're going to be constructing the walls and we're going to start working on our basic layout for all the different enclosures for the animals in our Lego zoo. All right, so we started working on the zoo and we've actually completed the exterior wall. Wow, it really showcases how big our zoo is going to be. We've also started working on a rough draft of our entrance right here. You can see we used some large arch elements there and we made 2 ticket booths. And there's a little bit of like a spot that's open in front of it there for a queue and for a line. Really like the use of these sort of textured bricks. Also, we finally installed the new aquarium sign right there. And Jose built that with the Brickmaster Jamie font, I believe. So that looks good. Now we've got to add some more detail to our entrance. So we're going to work on that. And also we're going to get that big bin of animals over here and start laying out where we think our animal exhibits are going to go, our enclosures. Now, the way that we did the wall is actually interlocked all of our bricks. So they're solid. You can see we mixed some cylinders in there, 1x4s and 1x2s. But you can see we didn't connect the plates because, of course, we want these plates to be movable so we can actually bring them over to our desk and work on our exhibits at the desk. But our plan is to interlock the top, just sort of take these pieces off and then sort of interlock them like that there. So then in the end, they will be attached, which will be nice. So there will be some attachments made once we actually get everything placed. So we've started allocating our animals to different parts of the zoo. Back in the corner over here, we have ostriches and giraffes right next to the elephants. Then we have the monkeys in the center there. Cats, crocodiles or alligators. We're going to have to change this part right here to polar bears. Originally, we wanted to make that hippos, but the hippos that we got were just way too large, so we'll have to change that up. Over here, we have our farm animals. Horses, hedgehogs, chickens, pigs, etc. Flamingos right here, beside pandas, bears, camel, and then black panther right here in the corner. And then we're going to have an aviary in the middle. So we're actually going to raise up our paths, I think 1 or 2 bricks, and our paths are going to go sort of around the aviary here, around the monkey exhibit there, and they might branch out so that guests can view the different animals all around the different sections of the zoo. So I think that'll work really nicely. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do. Laying plates, building rocks like for the cats and building water areas for the alligators and stuff like that. But we just wanted to lay out all of our animals just to get a basic idea of where we're heading. Jose and I started working on our entrance here. We like it so far. We definitely went through a bunch of different sort of trial and error processes to get it to where it is right now, including different colors of lettering there. You can see we spelt out zoo using some tiles, using some of the quarter rounds and also some 1x1s, and they're just backed by some sand green there. A couple palm trees actually from the Pirates of Barracuda Bay set, one coming out of either side. And then we also framed the word zoo using these brown arch pieces here and tiled it off, give it a nice smooth finish. And you'll actually see behind zoo is a bunch of bamboo stock. We were playing around with different ideas of what to do back there. We could have used more palm tree leaves, either the newer ones or some of the old school ones, and sort of had them in behind like that there. But then we thought, you know what, we've got pandas in our exhibit, and why not add some bamboo leaves, because we actually have a lot of those in our inventory here. So we were like, yeah, let's use some of those. I think that feels like a good vibe. We also added a little turnstile there. Now we don't have the three-pronged Technic piece to make them look authentic, but we thought that one looked pretty cool. It sort of rotates on the spot there on that little jumper plate. Then we got our two ticket booths, one on either side. It's got the little money slot there. So that's pretty authentic. And then we've got some planters on either side. So we've got some bushes and some trees and some flowers. And this really does match the vibe of the amusement park as well. And so does the entrance. Like, it sort of looks like the Bricksie Land entrance, if you will. And then the matching trees and bushes on this side, along with the bench facing inward, and then just a couple stanchions here set up to sort of direct the crowd toward the ticket booth, and then they can enter in through there. And yeah, it just looks really good. Like, the brown sort of matches these profile bricks once again. And on the back side, you can see how those palm trees jute out on either side, and then you can see the doors going into the ticket booths for the staff members, so the staff can get in there and service the customers. Yeah, there's all the bamboo, and that's what it'll look like from inside the zoo. And then, of course, remember we had pandas somewhere over here, so that'll look good. You can see we still got jaguars there, and then I think we were going to put the alligators there. That's probably going to change once we start actually laying out the paths. Let's go place this in the zoo and see how it looks. So I think it looks pretty good there. We really like that. And you can see there's actually enough space here between the aquarium entrance and the zoo entrance, so that's good. Now we would tile this entire area here, but we just don't know what it's going to be like when we raise our path. So we want to leave tiling to the end, because that's sort of something we would like to do as the final sort of polished look. And we don't even know if we want to tile it, because maybe it's better to have it sort of just gray, because that's sort of like cement, right? Although it would look good with a complete tiled finish, just like we have the majority of the rest of our city, like for example over here. So now we're going to use some of these dark bluish gray bricks here in the silly head, and we're going to start making some of our raised paths throughout the zoo. So it's really taken shape here. The addition of the borders for the different enclosures and also some of the paths really make it sort of come to life and sort of give us a vision of what it might look like in the future. So you can see our monkey one here in the middle is sort of an odd shape. And in fact, a lot of the enclosures are sort of odd shapes just to give a little more texture, a little more character to the zoo itself. So we're going to have the giraffes over here, and then we're going to have this little lookout spot over there where guests can actually climb this ladder here, of course, under supervision, and get a good look over all of the different enclosures in this area. And then over here we have our aviary in the middle, pretty large. And once again, the raised path going around that area. And then it comes back down to ground level over there by the aquarium on either side. So yeah, there we go. That's what we're doing today in the zoo update number 1. I think we achieved a lot, lots more detail to come, such as souvenir stands, little food stands as well. Of course, fully detailed habitats with waters and trees and different sort of habitats for the different animals, right? According to what they might be, different stands, zookeepers, stuff like that. But the main focus today was just to get a brief idea of what we're going to be doing, sort of an outline so that we can sort of branch out from there, and also to work on our fence going around the zoo and also the entrance, of course. Let us know what you think by commenting below. If you have any ideas, throw them in the comment section as well. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Thanks for popping on by. The first Lego City Zoo update.